Welcome. In today's quick yoga session, we'll wake up and stretch out the entire body. Let's get started. As you inhale, reach the arms up, elongating the body. And then exhale, turn to the right, left hand on the knee, right fingertips behind you, and gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, return through the center, reaching up. And then exhale, turn to the left and gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through the center. And then exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. And this time hold here. And if you'd like to, grab your thigh, reaching the right hand behind your back. Go ahead. And then release. Inhale, come back through the center. And then exhale, turn to the other side. Left hand can reach for the thigh behind your back. Inhale, center. And exhale, release, walk the hands forward, come to all fours position on your hands and knees. As you inhale, arch the spine, lift the chin up. Exhale, dome the back, chin to chest. So your cat and cow movements. Inhale, arch. Exhale, dome. And find your own rhythm here. And then come to neutral, tuck the toes under, and send the hips back and up into downward facing. Let yourself walk the feet a few times to ease the back of your thighs. And slowly, step by step, make your way to the front of the mat, keeping the feet about hip-width distance apart. Knees bend, and then interlace the fingers behind your back and let the arms stretch behind you. Relax the neck, allow the head to just dangle heavy. And then release. Bring the hands to the mat and step back to plank position. Inhale here and plank. As you exhale, lower the knees down to the mat and slowly, with control, lower down. Inhale, lift the head and chest up to cobra. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. And then as you inhale, extend the right leg up, keeping the hips level to the ground, and point and flex your foot a few times. And then roll out the ankle, drawing circles with your foot to the right, and then to the left. And inhale here. And as you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Shift the hips forward and down. And then you can pulse here. So shifting the weight back, so reaching the left heel towards the back of the mat, and then bending more into the right knee. And shifting back and coming forward. Shifting back, coming forward. 2 more times. And then release the left knee down to the floor. And as you inhale, extend the right arm straight up to the ceiling. And you could stay here or bend the back knee and clasp your foot or your ankle and then press the foot back into your hand while at the same time allowing yourself to come to the outer edge of your right foot. And then release. Hands to the floor. Pick the left knee off the mat. As you inhale, extend the right leg all the way back to three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring the right knee in between your hands, preparing for pigeon position. Lower the back leg to the floor as you inhale. Lift the chest, climbing onto your fingertips. And then hold here. Keep breathing. And with your next exhale, lower down, folding forward to the front of your mat. And then inhale, come halfway up, bring the left forearm parallel to the front of your mat and start turning to your right side and reach the right arm behind you and see if you can find your foot reaching behind the back. And press the floor away from you, pressing with the left forearm and turn even more to the right. And then release, hands frame the knee and step back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, extend the left leg back behind you, then flex and point your foot a few times. And then roll out the ankle to the right and to the left. Inhale there. And as you exhale, step the left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. Shift the hips forward and down, and then either stay here and simply hold or pulse, shifting the weight back, so right heel reaching to the back of your mat, and then forward. Back and forward. 2 more times. And then release the right knee to the floor. And as you inhale, extend the left arm to the ceiling. And you could stay here if it feels good. Bend the right knee, clasp your foot, and then press the foot back into your hand and allow the left foot to lift off the mat as you come to the outer edge of your foot. And then release. Hands come to the floor. And then pick the back knee off the mat. Tuck the toes under. Inhale. Return to three-legged dog, extending the left leg back behind you. And as you exhale, bring the left knee forward in between your hands, preparing for pigeon position. Climb on the top of your fingertips, then lift the heart up and breathe here. And then release, start folding forward. And breathe. With your next inhale, come halfway up, bringing the right forearm across, parallel to the front of your mat, and then turn to the left, reach back with the left hand and see if you can find your left foot behind you. And press away from the floor, turn a little bit more to the left and breathe there. And then release, frame the knee with your hands and step back into downward facing dog. One breath here. And then look forward to the front of your mat and step your feet behind your wrist, squatting low into Malasana. Let the hips come all the way down and then join the hands together at your heart and reach up through the crown of your head. And then release, bring the hands forward and step back into plank position. One breath here. And then bring the knees down to the floor and stand on your knees. Bring the hands to your hips. And you have two options here. Option number one, bringing the heels of the hands towards your sacrum and then lifting the heart from here and staying in this position. Or option number two, reaching the hands for your heels. And if the heels are quite far away, you could tag the toes under to bring them a little bit closer to your hands. When you're ready, lift the heart and then slowly pick your variation. With the next inhale, come back up. And then exhale, sit back on your heels, bringing the big toes together and knees a little bit wider apart. And walk the hands forward to child's position. And then from here, bend the elbows and bring the palms together. Then walk the elbows a little bit farther forward and closer towards each other. And sit the hips back towards the heels. Again, resting the forehead on the ground. One last breath here. And release and come up to sitting. And you could choose to rest for a few moments in Shavasana. And I'll see you in the next class.